The Gundam Guy's Generation Anavel Gato from the anime Mobile Suit Gundam 083 Stardust Memories. One of my favorite animes, in all honesty. I think it's definitely underrated, and the fact that Bandai hasn't made any revisions of the mobile suits from that series is mind-blowing, considering Stardust Memories had some of the best Zeon and Federation designs. But what can you do, huh? That's Bandai in a nutshell, but they'll give you another unicorn. But this has nothing to do with Bandai in and of itself and its model kits. This has to do with the Madhouse Gundam Guy's Generation figures. Frankly, I figured, why not review more of them, considering I'm probably going to place them alongside many of my painted model kits. The Anavel Gato is pretty standard fare in the sense of there's not much here. I mean, you basically get Gato and you get a stand with him, and they have pictures of him with a GPO2 model kit. Wait, that's not a model kit. I don't even think that is the GPO2 model kit. That could just be like an action figure of some sorts. Why don't they just use illustrations for the mobile suits with these? Because frankly, more often than not, the Gundam Guys and Gundam Girls box just basically use some generic, really crappy looking figure of said mobile suit or anime they're attached to. And it really just doesn't make any sense. The overall presentation is ruined by it, in all honesty. Anyway, if you don't know who Gato is, you're going to have to watch Stardust Memories 0083. The long and the short of it is, during the 1-year war at Solomon, while Dozo Zabi died, actually. So he did give out the retreat orders, and while Gato's group was retreating, he went out. And here's the thing with Gundam lore. It's all over the place. Some recounts say that he was in a Rick Dom mounted with a beam cannon. Other accounts says he was using a gel gook with a beam cannon. And then some people are sitting there going, yeah, he took out 5 battleships and Char only took out 3, but he was using a beam cannon. So, of course he's going to take out more than Char. And it's kind of like, are we really arguing the merits of fictional characters in a war? We may as well get into a fight over fantasy football stats. You know, what do you expect? Of course Bandai's going to retcon crap every 5 seconds. It's Bandai. And all the people that came up with it are either dead or retired. What's the point? It's a cool figure. That's the point. Especially if you don't give a crap about the history. I mean, it's okay to know and be interested, but to argue this sort of stuff really doesn't make sense to me. The overall design and aesthetic of the figure is eye-catching. It's pleasing. It's a great pose for Gato, and it really just gives that vibe that he has, that energy he gives off, that Chad energy, where he steals your girl at the colony dance, and you can't do a thing about it because he just wrecked a whole bunch of ships at Solomon, and you literally run a candy shop that's close to going out of business. I really enjoy this figure. There isn't much I could say about it because it doesn't come with any accessories. I think this is one of the figures that gives you the option to figure out where you want him to stand, rather it being very static, like this is the only place you can put him, take it or leave it. So I guess it's a good thing, but I find that the connection between the feet and the base aren't as good as others. But then again, previous Gundam Guy figures were so tight in the connection, if you tried to remove them, you break it. Such as I did with my Quattro Bagina. I don't know how the hell he came up with that name. But I guess if you really want to hide from people, it's Char Aznavour. No, I'm Quattro Bagina. And go, if I know Char, he'd never call himself something so stupid. Sorry I made the mistake, sir. Oh, what's the point? I don't know. It's a pretty tight figure. I like it. It's beautiful, and it'll go well with your model kits that are for Anavel Gato. And I think I have 2. I have a P Bandai Zaku 2 for Gato, and a P Bandai Gato Gelgoog, however you want to say it. I haven't built either yet, so that's why this kit is standing without a mobile suit behind it. What can you do? Time constraints, dude. I'm working on multiple channels. Lay off me. Would I recommend it? If you love Stardust Memory, sure. Why haven't they made Ko Uraki? Well, I guess I understand why they didn't make Ko Uraki. Ko is kind of whiny. Like, the fact that he made it that far in Gundam really makes no sense. Because he was not, or whatever. That's a bone of contention for something else. They did make Shimagata How, which I think is cool. Why hasn't Bandai given her MG? For God's sakes. Her final mobile suit that she died in, which I forgot the name of, which is pretty much the blueprint for the GPO4, I think. Why is that not a master grade? Okay, let's move on. Overall verdict. Great figure. Lovely. If you got the cash and you want to collect Gundam guy figures and you like Anavel Gato, this is a no-brainer. If you don't care, it's a pass. I mean, most of these might be a pass for you. This is just, I think these are geared towards people who are really into Gundam. And unfortunately, if you try and get one now, it's going to be a little bit iffy. Most retailers are sold out. At the time I'm looking at this, they run for about $152. If you go on Fleabay or any other secondhand vendor, how much does a Gato go for on Fleabay? Oh, wow, he's actually, no. He's cheaper on Fleabay than it would be from Big Bad Toy Store, so that's something to think about. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I really fucked up not buying the Zombie family. And on that note, I'm the hell out of here. I'm just flexing my camera skills, i.e., testing things out, seeing how cool it looks. In this game, baby, you've always got to be working on the next fresh thing.